So in 2020, I have filmed around 500 videos across YouTube and my online courses combined. And I've learned a lot about what it takes to plan, prepare, and record a high quality YouTube video. So in today's video, I want to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes look at my latest studio setup and talk you through the actual process I take on a daily basis to create the videos that you consume each week here on the channel. So let's kick things off and take a look at Studio B. Now this is the room you'll be most familiar with because this is where I film all of my YouTube videos, my product reviews, product demos, performance videos, and also my unboxing videos and tutorials. And the way I maximize and get the most out of this single space is by creating specific workstation areas. Now the first area I created was a designated workspace for filming my tutorials and also my courses, all of my product guides. Now I needed to find a way to create these as fast as possible. Because I'm a one-man team, I have to film them as fast as possible and edit them as fast as possible. Otherwise it literally consumes my entire life. So recently I invested in the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro ISO. Now this is a camera switcher that you traditionally use for live streaming, and I hope to use it for its intended purpose throughout 2021 as well. However, how I'm currently using it is a way for me to compile all of my different camera angle footages, like the talking head, the overhead angle shot, and any other shots I'm using, and switch between those in real time with the camera switcher. And then all of those actions that I trigger with the camera switcher are recorded to an external SSD. So this means I'm editing live as I am recording and filming the product guide, which has begun to save me so much time in post-production. Another thing I did as well to remove the setup process was have a designated tripod and light to this particular setup. So the light doesn't move and this tripod doesn't move. So I have consistency across this particular shot in all of my tutorials and my videos. So the second half of this room is my performance and product demo area. So here I have all of my musical instruments set up so I can just turn them on and start testing out new products. Now right here I have got my live looping rig. Now this is what I use to do all of my one-man band performances, but I also use it as a bit of a test bench to push products to their absolute limit. Now I have an audio interface integrated into the rack mount that is inside of my live looping rig, and this is plugged directly into my 2013 iMac that I have to the side of the room. Now this is perfect because it means I can record all of my audio directly into Ableton Live for my product reviews, and then I can just export that out and import it straight into my video editing software. It saves me a lot of time from constantly setting up a laptop and an audio interface with the laptop because it's all constantly plugged in. I just need to click record and then I'm going. Now, a question I've been getting asked quite a lot since I've moved studio space is actually about my video lighting setup. Now, behind me here, I'm using the Philips Hue bulbs to do all of the red lights that you see against the wall. Now, these are the version 1s with the version 1 bridge, so I am a little bit restricted with the types of colors I can achieve with the bulbs. I can get reds, blues really well, oranges, but I struggle to get a deep green coming out of the version 1 bridge because it's really old and the app has got much better with the version 2 bridge. So if I upgraded the bridge, I would get much better results out of the bulbs over here. But I can't really moan because I did steal them from my mum. She has no idea where they have gone, and I've repurposed them in my YouTube setup. Now the blue light you see on the ceiling above me here, that's just a super cheap £15 LED light strip that I got off Amazon that I can control with a remote to change the color with. And I put it inside of this diffusion encasement that was about £20 as well to make the light a little bit softer bouncing against the wall so it's not as harsh in the videos. And then for all of the actual video production lights, these are these super cheap newer 660 lights. Now you get 3 of them with the stands and also a carry bag for like £120, something insane like that. And they do the job. You know, you can have a really cool light like the white you're seeing right now, or you can have it on the more tungsten side with the warmer light. So they're quite versatile for the price. And these were probably the best thing I bought at the start of the year for actually improving the quality of light within my videos. So now let's take a look at Studio A. Now this is the room where I edit all of my YouTube videos. Now originally I intended to film a lot more content inside of this space, but I've actually really enjoyed keeping this space separate from the video filming space inside of Studio B. So when I come in here, my headspace is different and I know I'm just gonna sit down and edit videos. So for my computer setup, I've actually repurposed my old gaming computer from when I was a teenager. So this computer is around 5 years old, I think at this point, but it still does the job for editing videos. And to be honest, I think I could probably use it for another year or two before I had to upgrade to something a bit more beefier to handle the 4K footage. Now, what I'm running here is an i7-5960X, which is an 8-core CPU from Intel, and then I've also got two 980 Ti's in SLI. Obviously, from when I was a hardcore gaming nerd on the PC Master Race, I had to get that ultimate setup with the dual NVIDIA cards for that period of time. But now they're really useful for actually video editing, because the really cool thing about Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the video editing software I use, when you are rendering with two graphics cards, it renders each frame simultaneously. So graphics card 1 will render one frame, and then graphics card 2 will bounce and render the second frame, and they bounce off one another like that to speed up the actual export process, which is absolutely insane compared to just running a single GPU setup. Now for the monitor, I'm actually using a television. Now this is a surprise because people say you should never use a TV as a computer monitor, but right here I've got the brand new LG OLED CX 55-inch. Now, I recently did a video on this topic if you want to learn more, and you can check it out over here. But this is basically a 4K TV that's designed for like gaming as well. It's got like 1 millisecond response time. It can do 120 hertz refresh rate with some of the new graphics cards with the HDMI 2.1. And because it has these like really up-to-date specs, it means it has great response time for actually using it as a computer monitor, so it doesn't feel laggy and slow. Now, the particular reason why I bought the TV is because one, I was getting a lot of headaches and eye strain from using a 27-inch monitor. It always felt like it was a little bit too close to my face and it was blasting me. But if I tried anything smaller than that, I felt like I was squinting to try and read all of the text and that type of stuff when I was editing videos. So the big 55-inch screen means I have no problem reading any of the text. And also the screen's further away from me in terms of viewing it. So this means I no longer get headaches because I'm not as close to the screen as I was with a 27-inch display. And also, the OLED technology inside of the LG CX is probably one of the best quality pixels you can get for color accuracy. Now, this was essential for both photo editing and also video editing, because previously my old gaming monitor that I was using had atrocious color accuracy, which meant when I was editing pictures and editing my footage, it would look totally different if someone were to watch it on their iPhone or on their TV at home, which meant my videos looked rubbish. So this was probably the best investment I made latterly towards the end of 2020, because it certainly has sped up my color production workflow and my color accuracy within my videos. Now, to the side of my desk, I have my camera docking station. Now, this is where I put all of my cameras and their accessories to charge at the end of my video filming days, so everything is ready to go next time I'm filming, and I know where everything is, because in my old studio, I didn't have anything like this. So this meant at the end of my filming days, I would plug all of my batteries and stuff into charge, but things like these sort of camera mounts and stuff, I would leave them where I last used them, and it would mean next time I would go to film, I'd be walking around looking for the tripod mounts, and it was really, really frustrating and a lot of wasted time. So now I have this designated area where everything goes at the end of the day, and it's ready to roll next time I need it. Now, all of the cameras that I use to film my YouTube videos are the Sony a6400. Now, these are insane value for money in terms of a 4K video camera. And that's because, yes, it films 4K footage, but the actual sensor on the camera is actually a 6K sensor. So right here you have a 6K sensor that is being downscaled to 4K, which means you get extra crispy 4K coming out of such a consumer-friendly, affordable camera. Now, a final thing I'd just like to say in today's video is a huge thank you to every single person who has supported the channel throughout 2020. It's been an absolutely crazy year for the channel especially. We started off just filming videos in the garden shed. I had literally no idea how to present to the camera, how to use a camera, how to then even edit the videos, and then hundreds of videos later, we are now here in a purpose-built space. And the reason why I'm here in this space is because of every single one of you who has watched the videos, liked the videos, gave me feedback, commented, and subscribed to the channel. It really does mean the world to me because it allows me to do what I do, which is all things music and talking about all that type of stuff. But I'd just like to say have a fantastic New Year's Eve, all the best for 2021, and thank you so much for the support, and I cannot wait to bring you more, even better content in the new year. But as always, I've been Ben Rollins, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.